Hey, MP, it's your world. We just live in it.
Wizards giveaway night and a big one. We're giving entries out early in the this start. Be sure to pick up your tickets soon if you haven't gotten them already. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Wizards along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concern immediately.
Fans, be here for our mascot mania. All fans in attendance will receive a poster of D.
DC Family, our Wizards Dancers poster giveaway is coming up. All you have.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Bucks. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, Washington, pretty far behind right now. And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Walker out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. And for the Wizards, Marcus Smart out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Middleton in at the four-man position. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is number one for me. When teams have their full allotment of players is key.
Yeah, thank you for
playoffs. It's about attrition.
Let me know if you can hear me.
Pass to Smart for three. Giannis with the rebound. In play. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And Poole's vision developing right in front of us.
On the wing, MP, defended by Smart. And here's MP from outside. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Washington with possession. All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it. And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Smart outside.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Knocks down the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Poole against Lillard. Pass to Sarr. Fires from deep. Walker pulls down the board. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. From downtown, the shot comes out.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Wizards. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Smart. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Poole. Here's Sarr. Let's go with a three. He can't get that one to fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Now here's Lillard, guarded by Poole. Walker for three. Rebound by Middleton. The Wizards have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Coulibaly. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over, we've got to do something, get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Kispert's checked in for Washington. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Kuzma comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Lillard. On the wing, Kuzma. Outside Walker. Jacks up a three. Rebound Washington. Fresh off win against the Pacers.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench.
I'm actually
Big
so
factor in that one.
So hard.
Now here's Kispert. A 14-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Middleton from the outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Trent finds Walker. Counted from distance. Walker's got 14.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Middleton. The crossover. Rebounded by Kuzma. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside Walker. The three is up. Oh, another miss by MP. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And Washington will go for a different look here. Gills checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Chris Middleton. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Smart. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Poole. And it's Washington with the ball. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Kispert. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Portis. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Here's Kuzma. Washington with a rebound.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball forward.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Trent, the pass to MP. Drops in the three. He's got 17.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Porter against Brogdon. He takes it in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
Your winner, number 14, Saddiq Bey.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
so much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
They've got Kispert, Sadiq Bey out there with George. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Coulibaly in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He dropped 69 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Green comes in for Kuzma. And Bey, here we go. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
And so Bey nails both of them.
Utility guys like Sadiq Bey could be very valuable assets. He really makes the effort to give you a little bit of everything out there and try to make a difference.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Coulibaly. George, a screen on Green. Back to Coulibaly. Kispert outside. The 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Brogdon, the pass to Kispert. Back to Brogdon. Outside Coulibaly. Puts up a 3. Washington again can't hit. The Bucks leading by 11. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. MP scanning the floor. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Walker's got 30 points.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Oh, deflected. Oh, stolen by Lillard. And stolen by Bey. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's MP. Kispert grabs a miss. Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Coulibaly. Bey outside. George with it. Covered by Lopez. And here's Bey. Back to Kispert. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Kispert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments. Conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 18. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
And a look here now at the Bucks. They're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with MP. And it's Prince in at the three. Now Walker. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks it. MP's got 32 points.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And that one's good. Poole.
Well, that three-point stroke of Jordan Poole, that's really come a long way.
Smart against Walker. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. It's Middleton on the wing. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Poole. Rebounded by Lopez.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, where you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Middleton with a screen on Lillard. Poole for three. Smart, left side. No good on the triple.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
The Wizards trail by 20. Coulibaly on the wing. Smart outside. The Wizards with another miss.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
It's Middleton on the wing. 4-3. And it's MP with a rebound.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Drills it from deep.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Smart. The three. Knocks down the long J. Smart's got 6.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Poole, the pass to Smart. Back to Poole. To the inside. Sarr. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
MP no good. Wizards trail by 21. Poole with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And he throws it down with one hand.
And Poole streaking past the defense. Looked like he had another gear he got to.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Milwaukee leading by 16. We've got Corey Kispert, George out there with Sadiq Bey. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to George. This one for three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Walker. And the three off target. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by Brogdon. Here's Walker. Washington with a rebound. Kispert outside. Right wing. George scanning the floor. Brogdon against Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carrington no good. The Bucks leading by 19. Outside Walker. Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Walker's got 47 points.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
With the 10-footer. And that one's long. The Bucks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bay. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now a timeout called by Washington. So both teams making some changes here. For Washington, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Poole, the pass to Middleton. Looking to end the run. Basket counts.
That is tough. Watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
From deep, MP. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Kispert. Back to Poole. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Walker for 3. Rebound Washington. Middleton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Poole, the pass to Middleton. Back to Poole. Middleton outside. Pass to Poole. Shoots over Lopez. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. MP outside. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
From behind the arc, he drops it from range. Walker's got 56 in the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. They kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game.
Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. MP comes in for Jackson. There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bucks.
They looked to run any time they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And as a strong year for the club continues, they've willed their way to 56 wins.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Smart for three. It's hauled in by Portis. And here's MP from outside. Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul. And for the Bucks, number 44, Andre Jackson.
Here's Smart. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Walker. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.